Hey guys, it's me, it's me, and I'm back again with another review, and this time it's of 1978's Satan's Blood, which was a Spanish horror movie, and it's a really good one actually, with a lot of slays. So let's get on with it. So the movie starts off with a guy warning and telling us all about how, these rituals happen and how the film is as close to realism as it can get. And then we get to see a woman in a gown, basically being stripped and had sex with and then sacrificed. Which, yeah. So that starts with that. And then we get to meet Anna and Andras. Unless you watch the dub one, where they've got completely different names. I watched the subtitle version. In that one, it's Anna and Andras. Just in case you wonder, if you've watched the movie dubbed, they've got some of them got different names. Anyway, so we meet them, and they're having fun, and they're a happy couple, and Anna's pregnant. It's not showing, but she's pregnant. And they have a lovely day out together, not knowing really what to do. And as they're driving along, a couple pull up next to them, which is Berta and Bruno. And Bruno says to him, "Hey, Andres, we went to school together. Do you remember me?" Andres says, "No idea who he is." Right? So they end up pulling over, and he goes, "Yeah, we went to school together. Come on." And they invite them back to their private gated estate, which I have to be honest is like miles and miles away from where they are. And I got to be honest, if someone said to me, "Hey, I know you, come with us," and I didn't remember them, there's no way I'm going to their private estate when they could butcher me, you know. Anyway, they get there and there's this creepy groundskeeper who shuts the gate behind them, and they've got their dog Blackie with them, right? Their dog Blackie is so cool. I love Blackie, but sadly, the people on the estate don't like Blackie. So as they get there, they chill out and talk about all sorts of things like devil worshipping, cult material, all sorts of creepy stuff, and makes you go, "Get the hell out of here." There's a bit in it where Anna sees Berta eating out of a dog bowl, which later on you find out what's in it, but it's just creepy in the beginning seeing that. And then and then there's all these weird creepy things that start me. Like they decide to use a Ouija board to ask questions, and it goes, "Oh, you will commit suicide" to Bruno, and you see that him and Berta have wounds when they've tried to commit suicide in the past, and just weird things happening, like dolls moving, windows clashing, all sorts of stuff. But but the weirdest thing about this movie is the slays. So there's lots of sex in it. Here's an example. There's a bit in it where Anna gets attacked by a mysterious man who keeps breaking in and out the house, right? And afterwards, she runs up to see Andres. And when she gets to him, he goes, "Let's see I want to know what the hell's going on." And as they walk down, they open this door to this room, and Berta and Bruno are butt naked, doing devil worshipping in a pentagram. And Berta walks over to him, and she says all these different things that they're referring to Satan as. I'm not going to say them because if you watch the movie, you'll hear them, and some people might get offended, right? But they're the usual stuff you hear in these type of movies. So as she does that, she pulls him over and have a big group sex session, and yeah, stuff like that happens. And you think to yourself, why are they walking around naked all the time? Why are they having these sex scenes all the time? Now, I'm not complaining because the women in it are beautiful, right? Their hair's immaculate, their bodies are immaculate, the usual kind in these kind of movies. And the men, sometimes you get to see their pee-pees too, just a little bit. Yeah, so I'll just say, yeah, they're good looking too. Not the pee-pees, the men. Yeah, right? So they're going at it, and they're doing all this. And then the next day, they don't even talk about it. They don't even talk about how this guy tried to sexually assault her before it happened, right? And you get to see all these weird things, because at the end of it, what you find out is Bruno and Berto are obviously devil worshippers, and they're obviously talking to Anna and Andres for a reason. Now, You might think, oh, could it do with Anna being pregnant? Mm. But there's a lot of weird things happening, like the dog goes missing, the groundskeeper's very creepy, and you don't know what he's up to. Then there's the guy that's in the house. There's these moments where they keep trying to leave, but everything stops them, whether the car stops working or the door's shut. You know, it's a very creepy and very atmospheric movie. I really, really liked it. It felt like a real horror movie with a lot of sex in it and a lot of sleazy stuff. Now, don't get me wrong, I felt like there was a little bit too much of the sleaziness in it, really, and I felt like there wasn't so much on the plot as there should have been. But with these kind of movies, you kind of expect that, to be honest, because there's only a certain amount you can do with what you've got. You know, oh, we're in the house. Oh, is the house haunted? It's more than just normal forces working to stop them from getting anywhere. What's going to happen to the couple in the end? Now, when you watch the movie all the way through, when it gets to the ending, I actually thought the twist was really, really good. I really did. I didn't see it coming. I kind of thought, maybe, and I was like 50% right, but I didn't see it completely coming. Now, the atmosphere was amazing, I thought. The soundtrack was really good. The characters were great. Some of the choices the characters made were a bit, like for instance, Bruno and Berta, right? We know they're a little bit on the creepy side when the film starts. But why would they be eating out of a dog bowl, right? Where anyone can see them. I don't get it. And some of the things they do, you're like, why are they doing this right now? Why are they doing it when they can get caught? Why are they acting this way? But then I realised it's all a game. There's this part where they're like, oh, we're going to mess with their heads and we're going to, get them to slowly kind of give in to us and go a little bit crazy. And you kind of feel that, like you kind of feel conscious of what's happening, and you kind of feel like what's going on, because this is driving me a little bit like, what's that over there? What's this? Like the bit of the doll. There's a bit of a doll where the doll comes calling in, right? Well, walking in, and in the dream, its head gets blown off, and all this blood spurts out of it, and you're like, "Ooh, was the doll alive? Was the doll this?" But it's a dream sequence. But what I'm saying is, there's so many good effects. There's so much talent in this movie, and I really think it's worth watching. If you haven't watched Satan's Blood, you should go out. You should buy it, rent it, download it. If you have to buy it to download, like off Amazon, because you can download that now, can't you, off the Prime, or wherever you can see it. I don't know if it's on YouTube. I don't know where else it is, but I've got the Vinegar Syndrome Blu-ray, which I watched. And I highly recommend it. It's a really good movie. And I love the twist. And I love the fact that this movie was made in the golden age of horror in 1978. What a great year. And Spanish horror, if you ask me, is always a delight to watch. I didn't know beforehand that it was a Spanish horror movie. And when I saw that the subtitles were on there, I was like, thank you. Thank you so much. Because when I watch horror or any movie that was originally the language of, let's say, Spanish, Italian, French, whatever, I want to watch it in the original language. So I'd give this movie a 4 out of 5 because I thought it was really good. My only problem with it was I felt like there was too much nudity and too much sex in it to cover up the lack of some story parts. But the movie was only 82 minutes, and the movie only starts at the 80-minute mark after you hear the guy at the beginning talk. So it's not that long. But it feels like they could have had a little bit more character progression and a little bit more to each character, in my view. That series is missing a star. But if you've seen Satan's Blood before, let me know down below. If you haven't and you go and watch it, let me know what you think of it after you watched it, because I'd love to have a discussion about it. So as always, guys, thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care, guys.